All right, let's rewind to 1973. Primetime was an event, a shared ritual. These shows weren't just ratings hits, they were cultural touchstones, sparking conversations and making us think. We're counting down the 10 biggest primetime titans of the 1973 season. Some beloved, some controversial, and all unforgettable. Let's get to it. Number 10, Cannon on CBS.
Cannon.
Kicking off at number 10, Frank Cannon, the heavyweight PI played by Frank Conrad. No suave lightweight here. Cannon was a man of appetites, but with a mind like a steel trap. This ex-cop tackled LA's underbelly, taking cases others wouldn't touch. Why did we watch? Well, Conrad's Cannon was relatable, intelligent, and tough. Not some fantasy hero. He felt real, even if he was solving murders. The cases were twisty, and his Lincoln Continental was almost a co-star. It was solid, dependable detective work. Memorable moment? Cannon rewarding himself with an elaborate gourmet meal after a tough case. It humanized the tough detective, showing his appreciation for the finer things, a quirk that viewers loved. The surprising detail? Frank Conrad, a man of considerable size, insisted on doing many of his own stunts, especially driving. That was nerve-wracking for the crew. He was also known for being particular on set, demanding professionalism, a testament to his dedication to the role. He was Cannon. Number 9, The Mary Tyler Moore Show on CBS. At number 9, the groundbreaking Mary Tyler Moore Show. Mary Richards, a single-career woman in her 30s, navigating TV news in Minneapolis with an iconic ensemble. Lou Grant, Murray, Ted, Rhoda, and Phyllis. It was a weekly visit with friends. Why the appeal? Well, it was revolutionary. Mary was independent, building a career and not just husband hunting. The humor was smart, character-driven, witty, and warm. We loved Mary's competence, vulnerability, and that Love Is All Around theme song. Iconic moment? Chuckles bites the dust. The newsroom at Chuckles the Clown's funeral, Mary stifling laughter at the absurd eulogies.
For a meaning, whatever Chuckles did.
A masterclass in tackling a tricky subject with comedic brilliance and humanity. The surprising detail? Ongoing battles with censors over Mary's independence and even implied birth control. MTM Enterprises, run by Mary and then-husband Grant Tinker, fought for creative control, ensuring the show's quality and integrity. They were true pioneers. Mary Tyler Moore really did turn the world on with her smile and her independence. Did you have a favorite character from the WJM newsroom? Well, let us know who it was and why in the comments. And hey, if you're enjoying this trip back to 1973, give that like button a click. Number 8, the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour on CBS.
The Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour.
Number 8 brings the glam and bickering of the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour. It was pure 70s variety. Music, sketches, and Sonny as the lovable foil to Cher's sharp wit and even sharper Bob Mackie gowns. Why it clicked? Well, their on-screen chemistry was electric, despite real-life troubles. Sonny, the well-meaning goof, and Cher, the cool, talented wife who always got the zinger. The music was great, and Cher's outrageous outfits were a weekly must-see. The memorable moment? Their opening dialogue, with Cher hilariously cutting Sonny down to size. That and Cher belting out hits like Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, and a stunning, often navel-defying gown. It was pure TV gold. The controversial detail? Well, their on-screen bliss hit a crumbling marriage. They'd divorce in 1975, ending the show. Plus, constant censor battles over Cher's revealing costumes. Bob Mackie cleverly designed around the no navel rule, driving censors mad. Number 7, Kojak on CBS. Who loves you, baby? Number 7 is Lieutenant Theo Kojak. Telly Savalas' magnetic lollipop-sucking cop. Set in gritty New York City, Kojak was tough, cynical, but fair, with a style all his own, sharp suits, and that ever-present Tootsie Pop. Why it resonated? Well, Kojak was a new breed, a working cop, not a PI, battling urban crime with streetwise charisma. Savalas was captivating, and the show felt authentic, and Kojak's moral code, bending rules but never breaking his own, was compelling. Memorable moments? Well, how about Kojak casually popping a lollipop mid-interrogation? Savalas' idea to quit smoking. It became an indelible character trait. Or just his cool demeanor and lines like, "Coochie coo." Surprising detail? The show faced some flack for its stark violence, new for primetime. Savalas became so identified with Kojak, it was a double-edged sword. His real-life brother, George Savalas, credited as Demosthenes, played Detective Stavros, adding authenticity. Number 6, Maude on CBS.
And then there's Maude. And then there's Maude.
Brace yourself for number 6, Maude Finley. B. Arthur starred as Edith Bunker's liberal, fiercely outspoken cousin in this All in the Family spinoff. Maude was a force of nature in upscale Tuckahoe, tackling controversy with wit. God'll get you for that, Walter. Why Maude mattered? She was fearless. Maude was the unapologetic voice of liberal feminism, challenging conventions. B. Arthur's comedic timing was impeccable, and the show hit hard on issues like abortion, menopause, and alcoholism with rare frankness. Memorable moment? How about the two-part Maude's Dilemma, November 72, this is pre-Roe v. Wade, where Maude decides to have an abortion. Incredibly controversial, and many affiliates refused to air it. It was a landmark TV event. The controversial detail was Maude's Dilemma, as the backlash was huge, with protests and pulled sponsorships. Norman Lear and B. Arthur stood firm, and Maude's weekly sparring with her conservative neighbor also mirrored the nation's divides. The show thrived on argument. Well, Maude wasn't afraid to stir the pot, and that's why people still remember it. Which show on this list challenged your views back then? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for the next Throwback Countdown. Number 5, Hawaii Five-0 on CBS. Buck 'em, Dano. At number 5, the sun-soaked Hawaii Five-0. Steve Garrett, Jack Lord, and his elite state police unit battled crime against stunning Hawaiian backdrops, perfect hair, sharp suits, and unwavering justice. Why the draw? Well, it was exotic escapism mixed with solid police work. Jack Lord's McGarrett was iconic, tough, incorruptible, commanding. Intricate cases, often with international intrigue, and that unforgettable theme song by the Ventures, Paradise with a Side of Danger. Memorable moment? Well, it had to be McGarrett's classic "Book 'em, Dano" after nabbing the crooks.
Book 'em down on murder 1, 2 counts.
Or him contemplating a case, looking out over Diamond Head. And of course, that crashing wave in the opening credits. Surprising detail? Jack Lord was a notorious perfectionist, reportedly controlling everything from scripts to guest star attire. This ensured quality, but sometimes led to a tense set. The show also faced some criticism for occasionally stereotyping local culture. Number 4, MASH on CBS. Reporting for duty at number 4, MASH. Set in the 4077th Mobile Army Surgical Hospital during the Korean War, it masterfully blended gut-busting comedy with heart-wrenching drama. Hawkeye, Trapper John, Henry Blake, Hot Lips, Frank Burns, and Radar, an unforgettable team. Why it hit home? It used Korea as an allegory for Vietnam, capturing war's absurdity, tragedy, and humanity. Humor was a lifeline. It had sharp writing, rich characters, and fearless tackling of serious issues. Anti-war television disguised as a sitcom, and brilliant. Memorable episode? Sometimes You Hear the Bullet. Hawkeye's friend, a correspondent, dies on his operating table. It showed MASH wouldn't shy away from war's grim reality, even amidst laughter. Hawkeye's quiet grief was devastating. Controversial detail: constant battles with CBS censors over anti-war themes and frank content. The laugh track was another fight. Producers hated it, especially in OR scenes, often winning that battle. Gary Berghoff, Radar, was the only actor from the 1970 film to reprise his role. Number 3, Sanford and Son on NBC. You big dummy. Number 3 is Fred G. Sanford, Red Fox, and his long-suffering son Lamont, Damon Wilson, in their Watts junk shop. Sanford and Son was a comedic force, one of the first sitcoms centered on the African-American experience. Why we loved it? Oh, Red Fox. His Fred Sanford, grumpy, scheming, faking heart attacks, "It's the big one, Elizabeth," was genius. The chemistry with Damon Wilson, their generational clashes and underlying love, made it hilarious and heartfelt. Memorable moment? Well, of course, Fred clutching his chest, calling to his deceased wife, Elizabeth, "Oh, this is the big one!" to manipulate Lamont, or his legendary brutal insult battles with Aunt Esther, LaWanda Page. "You better watch it, sucker." Surprising detail: Red Fox, known for his raunchy nightclub humor, had to tone it down significantly. He also had major contract disputes, walking off several times due to pay and respect issues. His star power usually forced the network to bring him back. Number 2, The Waltons on CBS. Good night, John Boy. At number 2, the antithesis of grit and controversy, The Waltons. Set in rural Virginia during the Depression and World War II, it followed the large, loving Walton family, offering comfort and traditional values. Why it resonated? It was an oasis of decency, hard work, and family unity in turbulent times. It felt authentic, not preachy, a nostalgic look at a simpler, tough, challenging era, and the characters felt like family. Memorable moment? The nightly ritual of the lights going out in the Walton house, with family members bidding each other goodnight, culminating in "Good night, John Boy," a beautiful symbol of warmth and closeness. Surprising detail: its wholesomeness was sometimes criticized as overly sentimental. Behind the scenes, Michael Learned, Olivia Walton, later revealed her struggle with alcoholism during the show's run, a private battle unknown to viewers who saw her as a maternal ideal. The show's success also initially surprised network execs. And at number 1, All in the Family on CBS. And number 1 is the undisputed champ that changed sitcoms forever, All in the Family. Archie Bunker, the lovable bigot, Edith, or Dingbat, liberal Gloria, and meathead Michael, arguing their way through every hot-button issue from their queen's living room. Why it dominated? It was revolutionary. It tackled taboo topics: racism, sexism, Vietnam, Watergate, with daring comedy. Carol O'Connor's Archie was infuriating, yet human. It sparked national conversations, forcing America to confront its prejudices, all thanks to Norman Lear's genius. Memorable moment? Countless. Archie yelling, "Stifle yourself," or Sammy's visit, where Sammy Davis Jr. visits the Bunker house and kisses a flabbergasted Archie on the cheek. Archie's priceless reaction became iconic. Controversial details? Well, it was a lightning rod from day one. Did it validate bigotry or satirize it? Debates raged. Censors were on edge. Carol O'Connor, a liberal, often clashed with Lear over Archie's character, wanting more humanity, while Lear pushed the satire. This tension likely fueled its complexity. It was a true cultural phenomenon. And there you have it, the top 10 of 1973. What a lineup. From All in the Family's social earthquakes to the Waltons' warm embrace. These shows were more than just entertainment. They were experiences. So, which one defined your week back then? watching with Dad, the kids, or alone with a cold one. TV felt different. It connected us, sparked debates, and shaped culture in a way today's streaming rarely does. But those memories, still strong. We want to hear from you. What's your strongest memory from these 1973 classics? A line, a character, maybe a feeling? Leave it in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell for the next trip down TV's memory lane. More nostalgia, more memories are coming your way.